From a $1 car that looks like it's been through 12 world wars to a Ferrari so rare it costs more than a Champions League stadium, footballers own some of the wildest rides on earth. Today, we're climbing that insane ladder of cars, one step at a time, until we hit the $35 million monster at the top. From a $1 car that survived 12 apocalypses to a Ferrari so rare it costs more than an entire Champions League stadium, footballers' cars aren't just rides. They're flexes, scandals, and sometimes straight-up memes. And today, we're climbing that ladder, step by step, from the cheapest clunkers and what even is this purchases, all the way to the crown jewel, a $35 million machine that only a handful of people on Earth could dream of owning. But here's the twist. It's not just about money. These cars tell stories, rivalries, ego battles, even a few disasters where footballers probably wish they had just called an Uber. So buckle up, because what starts with pocket change is about to escalate into private jet money on wheels. But who kicks things off with the cheapest ride? Let's find out. Believe it or not, some footballers actually keep it humble, or maybe too humble. Take Marcus Rashford. Yeah, the same Rashford who saves kids from hunger. His cheapest car? A beat-up Vauxhall Astra worth less than $10,000. A Premier League star driving something your uncle probably takes to work. Respectful? Sure. Funny? Absolutely. And then there's Sully Montari, who once had a car literally repossessed from him in public. Imagine being a Champions League winner and your ride gets towed like you forgot to pay parking tickets. That's not a flex. That's a Netflix comedy special waiting to happen. But the crown jewel of cheap? A $1 auction car. Some players pick them up as a joke, park them in training grounds, and watch teammates lose it. Millionaires trolling each other with dollar store vehicles. But while some keep it cheap, others swing straight into luxury flex mode. This is where footballers flex without going completely insane. Take Erling Haaland. Man scores hat tricks for fun, but he daily drives an Audi RS7 worth around $120,000. Sleek, powerful, but still something you might actually see in traffic if you're lucky. Then you've got Karim Benzema rolling in a Rolls-Royce Wraith at $500,000. A car so smooth it feels like driving a 5-star hotel suite. Classic Ballon d'Or winner energy. And let's not forget about Neymar, who treated himself to an Aston Martin DBX, because even superstars need an SUV for shopping trips. Price tag? $200K, aka pocket change for him. These cars scream success, but they're still normal rich guy expensive. The real madness begins when footballers skip past luxury and dive headfirst into supercar territory. Next up, the cars that look like they've escaped a Batman movie. When you're rich enough, luxury just isn't enough. You need doors that open upwards and engines that sound like thunder. Cristiano Ronaldo leads the charge with his Lamborghini Aventador, worth around $600,000. Classic CR7 move. Loud, fast, and impossible to ignore, just like him. Then you've got Paul Pogba, rolling in a Ferrari 812 Superfast, price tag creeping close to $1 million. Imagine naming a car Superfast and then giving it to Pogba, who loves showing up late. Irony writes itself. Meanwhile, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang drives a gold-wrapped Ferrari LaFerrari, valued around $1.5 million. Yes, gold. Because when you already stand out with your haircuts, why not make your car look like it belongs in Dubai? But here's the kicker. These supercars are still just a warm-up act, because the ultra-rare hypercars, that's when things go off the charts. Next up, cars worth more than private islands. This is no longer nice car territory. These are the boss-level machines. Lionel Messi rolls with a Pagani Zonda Tricolor, valued around $6 million. Only 3 exist. 3! That's rarer than Ballon d'Or winners not named Messi or Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, never to be outdone, flexes his Bugatti DHA, a $9 million masterpiece. 10 units in the whole world, and of course, CR7 Brad one, because his rivalry with Messi even extends to car garages. Meanwhile, Zlatan Ibrahimović casually bought a Ferrari Monza SP2 worth $2 million just to post shirtless photos next to it. That's not transportation, that's Instagram warfare. At this level, cars stop being about driving. They're trophies, rolling proof that you're not just rich, you're legend rich. But hold on, what happens when hypercars still aren't enough? That's when we reach the mythical $35 million machines. This is the point where cars stop being vehicles and start being museums on wheels. Top of the list, Cristiano Ronaldo's Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the $18 million unicorn. One of one. Literally nobody else can own it. Cristiano basically said, I don't want a car, I want the car. And then there's the insane rumor, Lionel Messi's 1957 Ferrari 335S Scaglietti, auctioned for over $35 million. That's not just a car, that's football's most expensive flex, a moving piece of art from Enzo Ferrari's era. And don't sleep on Karim Benzema, who reportedly tried to outdo everyone with ultra-rare Bugattis like the Chiron Profile, another one-off valued near $12 million. At this stage, garages look less like parking lots and more like the Louvre with wheels. But it's not just about cars. Oh no, it's about scandals, crashes, and epic fails.
Cars this expensive aren't always safe in footballer hands. Remember when Karim Benzema crashed his $250K Audi RS6? Dude survived, car didn't. That was peak Fast and Furious Madrid drift. Or when Pogba's Rolls-Royce Wraith got seized in London because he didn't have the right license papers. Imagine pulling up in a $400K car and being told, sorry sir, paperwork please. And let's not forget Cristiano Ronaldo in 2009 crashed his $320K Ferrari 599 into a tunnel wall in Manchester. Bro turned a supercar into modern art in 10 seconds flat. Even Mario Balotelli once set fire to his Audi R8, and when asked why, he just shrugged. Classic Balotelli energy. The scandals make the cars legendary. It's not just about flexing wealth, it's about the stories, the chaos, and the headlines that follow. But wait, there's still the ultimate showdown, Messi versus Ronaldo. On the field, Messi and Ronaldo have been neck and neck for nearly 2 decades, but their car collections, that's a whole new El Clasico. Messi keeps it subtle but deadly. The Bugatti Zonda Tricolore, $6 million. The ultra-rare Ferrari 335S Spider Scaglietti, $35 million rumor. Plus a garage stacked with Maseratis and Audis. Messi's cars are like him, rare, classic, efficient. Ronaldo, on the other hand, is all about flash. Multiple Bugattis, a La Voiture Noire, $18 million, Lambos, Rolls Royces, even a Bentley Flying Spur for just casual drives. CR7's garage screams, if it doesn't make headlines, I don't buy it. It's the perfect metaphor. Messi plays like a magician, Ronaldo like a showman, and their cars reflect that rivalry perfectly. But here's the twist. In the end, this isn't even about cars. It's about what they mean. At first glance, it's just footballers flexing expensive toys. But these cars aren't random. They're symbols. For Messi, his rare Ferraris and Pagani aren't about showing off. They're like his playing style. Precision, class, timeless. Owning the rumored $35 million Ferrari 335S is less about flexing and more about legacy. For Ronaldo, every Bugatti, every Rolls-Royce, every multi-million-dollar hypercar is about domination. He wants the world to know he's not just competing, he's winning at life. His garage is basically his six-pack, but made of metal and carbon fiber. And for the rest of the players, Pogba, Benzema, Zlatan, Neymar, these cars are more than wheels. They're statements, proof that they escaped humble beginnings and now live like kings. But don't get too comfortable, because the final twist takes us beyond football. So after all the flexing, all the scandals, and all the rivalries, one question remains. Are these cars the end game or just the beginning? Because while Ronaldo is out here with his $18 million Bugatti and Messi's rumored $35 million Ferrari steals headlines, whispers are already swirling about footballers eyeing the next frontier. Flying cars, limited edition EV hypercars, even yachts that cost more than stadiums. If a $35 million Ferrari is today's flex, what's tomorrow's? A $100 million spaceship garage? Neymar showing up to training in a helicopter car hybrid? The truth is, this story doesn't end here. Footballers aren't just playing the game on the pitch. They're rewriting what it means to live like modern emperors. And if you think cars are wild, wait until you see what they're buying next.